Are you on the verge of giving it up? Have you lost your motivation to learn French? Keep watching. Salut à tous, it's Marie from justfrenchit.com. Today we're going to talk together about motivation, because losing your motivation when you're learning a language is not cool, to say the least. That's the reason why so many people give up. But not you. No, not you. Because in this video, what we're going to do is that I'm going to tell you exactly how not to lose your motivation and how to keep it all the way. Zoop! Tip number 1, remember your pourquoi and your motivation will come back. Repeat after me. J'apprends le français parce que. J'apprends le français parce que. Now, write that down, complete the sentence, and keep it next to you. You can make it the cover of your French notebook or the background of your computer or your phone, whatever you want. You will be way more likely to reach your goal, first of all, if you know exactly what it is in detail, so add details to that statement. And second of all, if you are reminded of it often. Tip numéro 2, your motivation shouldn't be your only ally. We all have bad days, those days where the only physical activity you want to do is eat in front of Netflix. But you want to avoid this happening to your French, right? Well, there's only one solution: creating a routine. That will be your second ally. When your motivation fails you, you need to have a system, a backup system, on which you can rely. And that system is your routine. It is the habits that you put into place from day one to remember to reach your goal and to take action towards your goal every day. And I gave you examples of routine in my video on French for busy people, so go and check that out if you want examples. Tip numéro 3, it's easier to work well and to achieve your goal with the right tools. Tools won't make you fluent, that's just a lie. But it's a hell lot easier to actually achieve fluency or whatever your goal is if you have the right tools. And I'm not saying the right tools like the perfect tools, I'm saying the right tools for you. Please don't settle for the tool or the tools that everyone is using. You need to find the ones that actually fit your learning style and your goals. It's very important, and I keep repeating that, and I hope that you're taking action on that. Please don't be reluctant to invest in new learning. You need to be, straightforward with yourself. Do you actually want to achieve that goal? And what are you prepared to do to achieve that goal? Paying a bit for a teacher or a resource or another app that is more suited for you will make you gain so much time. I'm not saying free tools are not good. There's plenty of amazing free tools, and if you really want to learn French for free, it's probably possible. It's going to take you a little bit, but it's totally possible. How is that related to motivation? Well, if you're making quick progress, if you are seeing your progress, and if you are happy about what you're doing, and well, that's super beneficial for your motivation, isn't it? And that's actually the tip numéro 4. Motivation is easier to get when you actually are seeing your progress. And to actually see your progress, what do you have to do? You have to practice. You have to practice, you have to use the French, you have to use the thing you are learning to see if what you are learning is actually good in the first place, and second, to see how much progress you're making, and that will boost your motivation so much when you get things right. The more you practice, the better you'll be, and the better you'll be, the more you want to practice. Tip numéro 5, avoid typical mistakes. Nothing can go extremely wrong when learning a language. I mean, you're not likely to set fire to your house because you're learning French, right? But I see it so often. When it comes to motivation, avoiding those little mistakes will make a huge difference. So try to avoid long study sessions and prefer short, regular sessions. Stop focusing entirely on grammar. Please work a bit on your vocabulary, your pronunciation. I mean, mix it all up. It will be way more interesting for your brain. 3, we talked about it, it's start actually practicing and using your French. 4, stop translating everything in your head. I mean, yeah, a bit of translation is inevitable at the beginning, but if you are only using translation and you're still intermediate, there's a little problem there. 5th, Stop expecting to be perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. It's okay. And if you expect yourself to be perfect, then you're gonna be disappointed when you're not. And when you're disappointed, your motivation is not good. Tip number 6, challenge yourself and get out of this comfortable comfort zone. No matter how entertaining your routine might be or your daily practices, sometimes you need to challenge yourself to get out of there, do something different, something maybe a bit scary that you didn't want to do, that you're a bit afraid of doing, or something that excites you. That's also getting out of your comfort zone. Here are a couple of challenges you can set yourself. Harry Potter marathon in French. Greeting all your colleagues one morning in French. 10 minutes of your training per day. Watching a full Norman, it's a French YouTuber, video, so a Norman video. And writing down every word that you don't know. Translating your favorite song, getting a pen pal, going on a chat where everyone is speaking French, using the French version of your favorite website. It can be anything. The goal is really to use your French and to surprise yourself, because I am sure that you know way more than you think you do. Tip numéro 7. Boost your motivation with rewards. Who said because you're not a kid anymore you can't have rewards? I mean, treat yourself to something nice from time to time. Most of the time your reward will probably be just being able to speak in French, but sometimes you might need a tiny bit more. It can be buying yourself a super notebook to note all your vocabulary. It can be buying yourself a new app for your phone that you always wanted. It can be renting the French DVD of a movie you've always wanted to watch, or buying an awesome French t-shirt, or cooking a French dish. It can be a lot of things. Yes, it's not the best way to keep your motivation long term, but short term it's a nice boost. Because the next time you actually come across a new vocabulary word, you'll actually want to write it down in your glittery notebook. Tip number 8. Give yourself a deadline, or something to look forward to. Now we're thinking long term, because having a goal, a really physical, with a date kind of goal, well, you're gonna have something really concrete to work towards, right? So it can be planning a trip, or it can be going to an event, or it can be meeting someone that is French. Simply because you have something super concrete to study for or to learn for, well, you're gonna do it, and that is going to boost your motivation. Once again, for some of you, this trip or this event might actually be the reason why you're learning French in the first place. Powerful stuff. Tip numéro 9. Mix things up to avoid boredom. To me, boredom is the ultimate motivation killer. It's the same idea as challenging yourself. If it's always the same thing, it's not going to be very exciting to go back and learning French every day, right? Then mix things up. You can add some challenge, that's mixing it up, but you can also change your routine. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day. It can change, and actually I recommend you change it every 3 weeks or every month or every week if you actually are getting bored very easily. Just change things up. And tip numéro 10. Bouge ton booty. What can I say? If you tried everything and that it doesn't work, it's probably because you don't really want to do it, right? But if you really do need to do it, well, you're gonna need to force yourself a bit. That's how it works. Okay, let's recap the 10 tips. First, you need to remember why you are learning in the first place, and your motivation will come back. 2, you need to not rely only on your motivation and create a routine and stick with it. 3, you need to find the right tools to actually want to learn. 4, you need to avoid the typical motivation killer mistakes. 5th, you need to use what you are learning to boost your motivation and to feel better about yourself. 6, you need to challenge yourself. 7, reward yourself for a motivation boost. 8, mix things up. Please mix things up. 9, give yourself a deadline, something to look forward to that will actually boost your motivation. 10, you need to actually, do it. That's not really a tip. You just have to show up. Which mistakes are you making regularly? That's it for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to Just French It for more videos, and I'll see you Friday for vendredi. Vocabulary. À la prochaine!